ironically, I'm wearing the same outfit as my last vlog, if I post it at this point. But it is Saturday and currently 7:44 a.m. And this weekend, well, today, I am diving locally at Laurel Lake in Corbin, Kentucky. And so from Lexington, it's about probably like an hour and 30 minutes based on the specific location that the group I dive with goes to. As you can see on my shirt, I dive with the company Dive Ventures. I'm not a dive master or anything like that, but I joined their club once I got certified because they were the company that certified me. And ever since then, I have met people, and that's kind of how I find buddies, and I go to their events and dive locally. And so it's really fun. But unfortunately, Laurel Lake is not my favorite place to dive. But when you don't have a lot of areas around you that are, you know, decent spots, you know, this is only, you know, there's only so much we can do. And today it might be small. I know they're having a class where some people are getting open water certification, and I think it's just me. It might be a few other people because it was just kind of like anybody show up today. We're just diving today, so it's not one of their big events. But yeah, I wanted to vlog just to show you guys like the process. Maybe you don't scuba dive and you're like, what is this like? Or maybe you do and you're like, how is freshwater? So yeah, I'm gonna give you guys that, not a sneak peek, but like, you know, a little bit of what that's like. And for anyone to ask, maybe you are a scuba diver and you only do salt water, you're like, Courtney, is freshwater even like worth it? Is it fun? Yes and no. I got certified in 2023, and I have yet to go to the ocean just because, you know, going on one of those trips is pretty pricey. Not only like the flight and everything, but just also the thought of like bringing your own gear, because besides possibly like owning a regulator, I have everything else. I have my own BCD, you know, fins and everything. And so just that on top, and just the, I don't know, like, you know, hotel, flight, and just all that combined, it can be really pricey. And being a single, you know, mid to late 20-year-old girl, it's like, I'll slowly save up to go. My plan is to go to one of their Florida trips next year, but I have yet to go out of the country. So to answer your question, I don't know what saltwater is like yet, but I've done a lot of freshwater dives. I've gone to Pennyroyal, which is in Hopkinsville, Kentucky, and then obviously Laurel Lake in Corbin, Kentucky. And then this August, I'm going to another quarry. I don't remember exactly what it's named, but I think it might be White Star or something, a very weird name. But it's like right outside of Kentucky. I think it's in Illinois, but it's right over the bridge near like Paducah. So I'll be testing that place out. But yeah, so this is all I know as of now. And Laurel Lake sucks because of visibility, and it's just not as clear or clean versus like the quarry at Pennyroyal, because they have bluegill, which always bite your ears, which is lovely. But also they put like a lot of fun stuff in the water, like there's old vans, there's a shark. So there's all kind of things you can explore. But again, it's so clear versus Laurel Lake. But we'll see. Last year, this shop sunk like a cool little statue for the store, and so I have yet to see it underwater. So I'm hoping the dive buddy that I'm diving with today will go with me, or maybe knows where it is where we can go find it. And if not, I hope I thought I might have packed it, but I'm not so sure as of now. But you know, just swimming around and seeing like what kind of trash I can find to, you know, pick up, or like maybe some cool stuff. Because one of the times that I've been to Laurel Lake, one of my dive buddies, they gave us like, we did like a few fun dive activities, but then they let us just dive on our own and just kind of explore. And we were swimming around, we found like a lot of things. And I know people are like, oh Courtney, this is just trash. And I'm like, but it's cool to kind of find stuff on your dives. So last time I was here, my dive buddy, she found like hidden in the sand like a t-shirt that was just chilling in Laurel Lake, and I found like a cool old kids toy, and it was like a little seal, and so I was like, oh, this is cool. And then, you know, found some little small shells. So yeah, I think stuff like that is just fun exploring, and you never know what you're gonna find. So, but just driving here is a pain. Like I said, everybody's meeting up at 9, so just, you know, I had to get up at 6 just to have everything packed and put in the car. And I will say, the one thing that scares me, I guess, diving locally, and this might just be me because I'm a very cautious driver, knock on plastic. I've never been in a wreck or anything, but I will say the scary thing is, you know, I'm taking my tanks with me in my car, and so, you know, the fear of, if, you know, maybe somebody ran into my car or anything, like, those tanks can explode and you'll die. So that's the only thing that kind of runs in my head when I go through these trips, just because I'm a worrywart. But besides that, everything is fun. Everything's great. You know, you gotta take a chance in life. So I may not skydive, but this is the chance. This is not chance. This is the risk that I take in my life, which is scuba diving. But yeah, so anywho, currently driving, heading to Laurel, but once we get there, I might run through, show you guys like the equipment I have and like the setup and just all that fun stuff. Alright guys, a little awkward on the camera, especially when people here, so we made it. This is my setup. Got my nice chair, got my wetsuit. Haven't put it on yet because it's going to be a while until everyone else shows up. Water, hydration is important. Fins, I love the oceanic. I do a teal kind of vibe. Tank all set up. And then I dive on, I think it's called Luna. I do the teal one. But yeah. So we're ready to go. And then, oh, and then of course, dive mask. I do this a little bit early, but I put the mask defog. I use this a lot. Just a little dab will do ya. But one thing I'm testing today, and this is not sponsored, it's called, I think, Rip Tie. This is for females' hair, and basically, like, if you have long hair like me, when I dive, it goes all over the place. So to kind of keep it out of your face, you just wrap this around. So gonna try that and see what happens. So at this point in the video, you can obviously see it looks like my camera starts glitching, or I'm having trouble with it as I was trying to get some photos and a fun video with the octopus, squid, whatever you want to call it. So after the dive, you can see that this is all the trash that I found, this plastic thing and just this wadded up paper. So yeah, no good finds yet. Hey guys, so all the failures with the camera, found some lovely trash, and then Eric is holding found a backup mask, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, just very chill diving today, nothing crazy. Hey guys, so we are back in the car driving home. It was a quick dive trip. Honestly, also, well, yes, it was a quick dive trip, but the main reason I'm rushing back is because at 3 p.m. they were having a send-off for one of their dive masters, as he's going into, I think it's basic training for the military, so he's going to be out gone for a whole year. So we're all like, heading back to the dive shop. So, and of course it's raining. But I wanted to give a little context because I really don't know what I'm going to include in this this vlog, if I do have anything. But basically, we had a lot of malfunctions today. So, number one, on the first dive, when we started descending to, in the water, slowly taking our time, I put the regulator in my mouth and I was like, wait a minute, this feels kind of like harder to breathe. Like, it just feels like a little, not thick, but like I feel like I was trying to force it more to breathe. And so I was like already at 10 feet, and like me and my other two dive buddies, like I thought they saw me, but I was like kind of trying to signal them like, hey, I'm going back up. I gotta get this shit fixed. And of course they were still underwater, and they were just kind of like, where did Cordy go? And I had to hurry and rush to the shallow end just to see if somebody could help me fix this. And it turns out, look, I don't know, I do know basics when it comes to dive equipment, but I don't know a whole lot when it comes to regulators, as I still have not purchased my own, so this is a rental, because I rent a lot from the dive shop. But basically, the setting on the side, the regulator wasn't fully open, so somebody adjusted that for me quickly, so I was like, okay, cool. And by that time they surfaced and they're like, hey, are you all good? And I was like, sorry guys, my regulator, like I was having problems. And then so we went back to the little flag that we were about to, we were trying to descend with originally, and I get down to 17 feet, and my goggles felt a little loose, but I didn't think it was bad until the more I kept going lower and lower in the pressure, my nose and everything was starting to flood, and I was like, wait, shit, what is this? And now I know they tell you not to panic and take your time, fix it underwater, but this felt like I need to take off the strap and everything. And like, while I did get my mask skills, I've done it, it's not the most comfortable thing that I haven't practiced a lot with it, so I do want to practice more with it. But at this point I just knew I needed to fix it surface wise, so instead of staying down and just trying to fix it and fully take it off, I was like, I gotta go back up. And also, it wasn't a big deal because we were going so slow descending, so I was like, I need to go back up really quickly. So I felt so bad because I'm like, sorry guys, jokes, like, why don't I just do peace? But I'm like, joke's on you guys, like I'm still not diving, so I'm up and I'm fixing it. So then I finally fixed that, and then so they're all coming up and I'm like, I'm sorry guys, this is the last final time, let's dive and get this thing. So we finally go down, which I think I have some footage, you can obviously see that. Our first dive was 37 minutes, and the maximum depth we did was like 30, because the thermocline hit at like 17 feet, and so it felt really cold. I thought, I was like, I'm gonna be fine, it's no big deal. And I was kind of like, oh, I don't like this. It was kind of cold and dark, so me and one of the dive buddies, we kind of stayed near like the warmer, brighter area where the sun was shining and where it wasn't so deep, versus like the guy diving with us, Eric, he was staying over there, and I was like, no, it's too cold. But I don't know if I have this footage of this, but obviously if I do, then you've already seen it in this vlog. Diventures has dropped a lot of fun little things to go see at Laurel Lake. So was a shark that they put underwater last year. I had a picture of it. It's not like, it looks like a little shark, like not like an actual like detailed shark, but at the top of it, it has like the logo of their old company name, because this was a local dive shop before I guess it got purchased or not merged, but like renamed to Dive Ventures, like the bigger company. So that was cool. We didn't see that because apparently some boat must have knocked it over, and it was down at 100 feet. And I'm not certified for deep diving, heck no. And I don't know if I am ever going to do that or not, but we'll see. You just, you know, stay what's in your comfort zone, and don't ever push yourself doing something you're not comfortable with. You know, that's like number one with diving. Don't ever do something you're not too ready for, you know? So I was like, okay, well, we're not gonna see that today. But we found the octopus squid, I'm pretty sure, I guess it's the octopus, but it had the same logo. And I was recording already, but like I was trying to stop it because Amber wanted to take a picture. That was one of the dive buddies. And my GoPro, for some reason, the top button just was not working. Like I kept hitting it and it just wouldn't stop. And I was like, what the heck? So we're struggling. I'm trying to signal with them like, hey, can one of you guys push this button? Like it's stuck for me. Like I don't know why it's not working. But they were able to, sorry guys, it's like raining and then all these cars, I'm just getting a little, but anywho, they weren't able to fix it, so my GoPro started glitching, and I'm like, great. Yeah, so my camera started glitching, and so I just stopped worrying about trying to record, but my camera would just keep turning on its own, and it started recording. So I don't know if like us pressing the button was like delayed, and so it kept coming on a couple of times because of, yeah, that glitch. So I don't know. So I gave up trying to record it. So I was like, you know what, we're just diving for fun. So we kept going around. The buddy we dove with, I dove with two people. He said that he saw the treasure chest. There's a treasure chest also underwater with fake gold and stuff like that. But yeah. So then, you know, we took a break. I didn't film that. I apologize. Like, again, I'm new to this, and I'm very awkward on camera, especially around other people, because I don't talk to a camera, you know, in public on my own, and I haven't made a vlog or a video in like a long time. So I'm very new to this and getting used to it. But yeah. So anywho, yeah, we took a break, and then me and Eric, as you guys saw at the end, we did another dive. He just recently got certified, so he just dove with me because the others were doing a deep dive, and they went to 108, and I'm like, ooh, at this place, because number one, it's really cold, but number two, the visibility is awful at Laurel Lake, but to be in like pure darkness at that depth, that just sounds awful to me, you know, compared to, I guess, being in the ocean. So we did around like closer to like a 40-minute dive, and I told him, I said if it was cool with him, I just kind of wanted to stay around 20 to 25 feet and just kind of look and see if we could find anything crazy. And when I say crazy, I mean like, if we find trash, that's cool, because we'll we'll bring it back up to the surface and throw it away, or just who knows what we'll find. Because one of the guys we were talking to, he said he was here last weekend, and he found a men's wedding band, and so I was like, oh dang. And I'm not looking for crazy stuff. I just wanted to see what we could find, you know, who's lost what, and if we could find, you know, return it to somebody, or, you know, just see what's down there. So we found a lot of trash, as you guys can see in my video at the end of the dive. And again, my camera was glitching, so I don't know how much was recorded. Even though when I pulled it up, it said it was like at 70. I'm blanking right now. Not 70. It said it was recording for 30 minutes. So I was like, has it been recorded this whole time and it didn't stop? I don't know. But yeah, overall, it was a good day. You know, I'm so glad that the weather was nice and there was no rain or anything like that. So yeah, I mean, of course it's been raining a little bit driving back, but that's really been no big deal. Oh, and then for ladies, as I said earlier, I took it out already, but I did dive with that, I think it's called rip tie, or like a hair rip tie or something. If I post this video, I'll put the product in the link below. I'm not sponsored. I'm just you know, helping you guys out. If you dive and you're curious about this product, I think it was very great. Like, as in, my hair didn't get in my face, it didn't get in my way, so that was perfect. But yeah, if I do post this, thank you guys so much for watching. I apologize with all the crazy stuff happening in this vlog. But please subscribe if you can, or give this video a thumbs up, and I promise to make more content based on, you know, the next time I dive or whatnot. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Love you. Bye.